We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello. Now, good evening to all. Myself is Jaimin Sanghani from BVP Engineering College, Rajkot. Designation is ad hoc assistant professor in Electronics and Communication Department. In Electronics and Communication Department, Electronics and Communication Department. Interested subject: basic electronics, physics, signal system, C, Python, electromagnet, wireless communication, digital signal processing, antenna and wave propagation. Also, I would like other subjects like image processing, speech processing, etc. Basically, I have already taken this subject except C and Python. Not taken. Otherwise, other subject I have already taken in mm, this particular semester or this particular year of engineering, basic in bachelor of engineering. Uh, and today we have discussed today we have discussed the chapter number 4 of basic electronic subject. Chapter number 4 of basic electronic subject. Today we have discussed our concept regarding the what is the difference between DC load line and AC load line. What is the difference between DC load line and AC load line? And also we have concentrate on the other point, which is known as analysis of common emitter amplifier. That point also discussed in this particular lecture. So it is the important concept regarding the any particular public address system, any particular amplifier we want to define or we want to design the amplifier. At that time, gain, voltage gain, input resistance, output resistance, all the parameter must be required to identify. So this lecture is based on the basically analysis part, we can say that. So first of all, I have given my introduction. This is just for reference. This is just for reference. Now, I have discussed the point. I have discussed the point regarding the coupling capacitor, bypass capacitor. Already discussed in the lecture number 2. Already discussed in the lecture number 2 of my lecture related to chapter number 4. I will distribute the link. So kindly subscribe my channel of Jaimin Sangadi. So you will able to understand the difference of amplifier, and you will able to try to solve the brainstorm, try to solve the MCQ based on that particular chapter any AC analysis of BJT circuit. Don't worry regarding that. I will also upload the different MCQ and answer of the different MCQ. So don't worry regarding that. In my lecture number 4, I will discuss only the MCQ related to chapter number 4 of basic electronics according to GTU syllabus, Gujarat Technological University. Now in this particular lecture, we will concentrate on the AC load line, transistor model and parameter, common emitter circuit analysis, common collector circuit analysis, and comparison between them. Now, Now I have switched over the point. Now I have switched over the point. See this, how to sketch DC equivalent circuit and AC equivalent circuit, and how to sketch DC equivalent circuit and AC equivalent circuit of given common emitter amplifier, and mention the AC voltage, DC voltage, AC current, DC current notation of amplifier. This is considered as a topic number 2. After completion of topic, after completion of this topic, you will able to understand what is the basic difference between the DC load line and AC load line. Basic difference of AC load line and DC load line, you will able to understand basic difference between voltage amplifier and AC load line and DC load line. So it is the basically common emitter amplifier plus VCC, RC register, R1, R2, RE. Here I have included the register which is known as R1, R2, which is known as R1, R2 register. See here, I have add text here. It is known as R1 register. It is known as R2 register. R2 register. It is known as RE. It is known as RC. It is voltage drop across transistor. Here it is known as voltage drop across. Here it is known as output capacitor. It is known as output capacitor. It is known as bypass capacitor. It is known as coupling capacitor. What is the difference between coupling capacitor, input capacitor, and bypass capacitor and output capacitor? See this, I have mentioned this here with different name. It is known as output capacitor. It is known as output capacitor. I have mentioned the text also here. It is known as output capacitor. It is known as output capacitor. It is known as bypass capacitor. It is known as bypass capacitor. What is the use of this capacitor? What is the use of that capacitor? That I have mentioned, that already discussed in the lecture number 2. But why I have recalled, because it is connected with this particular theory. Similarly, it is known as input capacitor. Now we want to obtain the DC equivalent circuit and AC equivalent circuit. Now we want to obtain the DC equivalent circuit and AC equivalent circuit. What is the meaning of DC equivalent circuit? DC equivalent circuit means what? DC equivalent circuit means what? It can be said that to remove the AC component, from the entire system, to remove the AC component, only consider the DC. Only consider the DC signal, remove the AC component. Remove the AC component. Remove the AC component from the system. So it is known as DC equivalent circuit. It is known as DC equivalent circuit. It is known as DC equivalent circuit. So in DC equivalent circuit, if you can remove the AC component, see this particular, if you can remove AC component, I have highlighted this with the help of circle. If you can remove this, then this capacitor also remove. Why capacitor remove? Because in DC equivalent circuit, capacitor can be act as an open circuit. Capacitor can be act as an open circuit, so it can be removed. See this. So one of the most important MCQ that can be asked in the exam, if you can remove the AC component from amplifier, then it can be considered as a voltage divider bias technique. Simple, it can be considered as a voltage divider bias technique. Simple voltage divider biasing. See this very carefully. See this very carefully. It is considered as a simple voltage divider biasing. See this. It is known as simple voltage divider bias. And if you can consider AC analysis, At that time, if you can consider AC analysis, at that time, only consider the AC signal. Only consider the AC signal, and why this circuit we can able to develop. This topic then can be explained in the next particular topic. It is known as transistor model. At that time, I will explain this figure. Don't worry regarding that. And at that time, I will mention. At that time, I will mention the what is the importance of AC analysis. So it is known as DC equivalent circuit. It is known as DC equivalent circuit. Now, for DC equivalent circuit, AC source make open circuit. For DC signal, only capacitor can be act as a open circuit. So remove from the circuit, then sketch. Remove from the circuit, then sketch. See this. For the DC only, capacitor can be act as a open circuit. So remove the circuit, then sketch the diagram. It is almost like as a VDB. It is almost like as a VDB, voltage divider bias type of diagram that can be developed. So it is the advantage of DC equivalent circuit. All capacitor can be act as a short circuit. All capacitor act as a short circuit in AC analysis, make VCC equal to 0 volt. So now see this IB. IB means what? Instantaneous value. VB means what? It is also known as instantaneous value. And IC, it is known as also instantaneous value. Instantaneous value means what? It can be considered as a simple AC current. Remember that point. It can be considered as a simple AC current. AC current and AC voltage. It can be considered as a simple AC current and AC voltage. So it can be act like a AC current and AC voltage. See here, it is known as DC current and DC voltage. DC current and DC voltage. Here AC current, AC voltage. So we have mentioned this particular thing here. This is the difference between DC quantity and AC quantity. AC quantity can be represented in terms of small value. See here, value is small. I have mentioned with circle. I have mentioned with circle here, so you will able to understand. See this. Here it is known as small value. Here it is known as capital value. So it is known as AC current and DC current. Now I have switched over the topic. See, this complete topic is complete. In this topic, you have to able to understand what is the meaning of DC equivalent circuit of amplifier and AC equivalent circuit of amplifier. It is just used to determine the voltage gain, current gain of the amplifier, nothing else. So now this is the most important point, and related to this, definitely MCQ will be asked in the examination. Explain DC load line and AC load line. In GTU examination, previous year GTU question paper, this question can be asked in the more than two times in the external examination. Explain the DC load line and AC load line. Now, what is the meaning of DC load line and AC load line? What is the meaning of DC load line and AC load line? DC load line means what? It represents in terms of, it represents only when DC input can be applied to the system. It represents only when DC input can be applied to the system. And what is the meaning of AC load line? AC load line means it can be applied when AC signal that can be applied to the system. So what is the first difference between DC load line and DC load line? That I have clearly write here. DC load line means only DC component, only DC signal, or we can say plus VCC only present, and AC signal remains as a absent. AC signal is not present. is not present, and load register. Load register means what? Any type of particular device, like like fan, like any particular loudspeaker. Load register is not included. Is not included. So it is known as DC load line. Now, what is the meaning of AC load line? I have mentioned here this with the help of sorry. I have mentioned here with the help of red marker. That's so that you will to so that you will able to understand what is the meaning of DC load line and AC load line. For AC load line, for AC load line, here DC plus AC both signal signal present in amplifier so it is considered as a AC load line. It is considered as a AC load line. So this is the basic difference between the uh, DC load line and AC load line. Now I have switched over this particular PDF and concentrate on this PDF. So DC load line means what? Consider only DC component. So if you can consider only DC component, then make the capacitor equal to open circuit. Why? Because capacitor block the DC component. Capacitor cannot able to pass DC component successfully in the circuit. કેપેસિટર ડીસી કમ્પોનન્ટને પાસ ન કરી શકે એટલે તમે લોકોએ કેપેસિટરને સર્કિટમાંથી કાઢી નાખ્યું. Simply saying Gujarati language. Now see this R1 register, it is known as R2 register, it is known as RE register, and it is known as RC register. Now if you can sketch the DC load line, so it is simply concept of the chapter number 2, which for the VVP Engineering College electrical branch student already discussed this in the particular class. Or if you can refer my previous lecture, at that time I have also represent here the DC load line. IC equal to VCC by RC and VCC equal to VCE. So it can be considered as a DC load line. And output loop equation VCC equal to ICRC plus VCE plus IERE. So maximum current equal to VCC by RC. So it is the equation of DC load line. It is the equation of DC load line. So it is known as maximum current is VCC by RC. Maximum voltage is VCE equal to VCC. Now see this is the complete topic regarding the DC load line. Now see what is the difference between DC and AC. Main difference. See this here. If you want to determine AC analysis, at that time only consider the AC signal. In whiteboard I have mentioned AC plus DC. What is the meaning of DC component? Any particular AC source, it cannot be considered as a pure AC source. I will explain this with the help of graph. See this, concentrate here, this particular graph. Now concentrate here on the graph. What I am trying to say that any particular source, see this, I have sketched the waveform. See this, it is known as pure alternate signal. But this signal can be started at that particular point. આ point થી signal ચાલુ થાય. See this very carefully. If signal can be started at that particular level, see this here. If signal can be start like that, it is known as AC plus DC. So it is known as DC component can be added in the circuit. So it can be treated like that. So VCC can be considered as a ground. VCC તમારે ground સાથે જ આપવું પડશે for the purpose of simplified analysis. At that time, VCE plus ICRC equal to 0. Why? Because here it can be applied as a 0 voltage. So see this very carefully. If here it is known as 0 volt, now see this very carefully. If here it is known as 0 volt, I have cleared all the drawing, so you will able to understand. see here, see, concentrate on that particular diagram also. Here it is known as 0 volt. Here it is known as 0 volt. Then here 0 volt. Then here also 0 volt. Here also 0 volt. So RC and RL, that can be connected with parallel connection. RC and RL both are connected in parallel connection. Why? Because see here, it is 0 volt, it is also 0 volt. So RC and RL can be considered as a parallel connection. Why? Because here also is 0 volt. Here also 0 volt. So here I have mentioned with text. Here 0 volt. Here 0 volt. Here also 0 volt. Here also 0 volt. So 0, 0 can be connected as a ground. So RC can be connected with RL with parallel connection. RC can be connected with RL with parallel connection. So RE resistor is not included here due to short circuit. Capacitor only flow the AC component, and in resistor there is no flow of the AC current. In resistor there is no flow of the AC current. See this, all the current can be passed through like that. All the current that can be passed through like that, all the current can be passed through like that. In resistor there is no flow of current, so resistor can be act as an open circuit. So RC parallel RL, RC parallel RL. So RC parallel RL, and voltage drop across here, it is known as VCE. So VCE plus ICRL equal to 0. Why? Because here external voltage is, here other voltage is not present. VO can be considered as a 0 for initial stage. So VCE plus ICRC equal to 0. So RC equal to RC parallel RL. RC means what? This particular resistor. See, looking resistor for this particular terminal, it can be considered as a RC parallel RL. It can be considered as a RC parallel RL, RC parallel, RC parallel RL. So RC parallel RL we can put here. So RC parallel RL minus VCE, minus VCE RC parallel RL. Now see, what is the fundamental concept? Here VCC by RC. Here VCC by RC. VCC means what? It is known as constant voltage. But due to RC parallel RL, and what is the value of RL? RL means what? Load resistor. And value of load resistor means what? It can be considered as a simple loudspeaker. RL means what? It can be considered as a simple loudspeaker. And what is the resistance of loudspeaker? It is known as 70 ohm ideally. And practically in terms of 100 ohm, 150 ohm, 200 ohm, like that. It varies from the different loudspeaker. Now, if loudspeaker resistance is low, then see this denominator term. Why I have discussed this topic in very depth? Because if MCQ paper will be decided by GTU, then this type of MCQ definitely asked. RC parallel RL, then load resistance that can be decreased. Overall resistance is decreased, so current is improved. Why? Overall resistance is decreased, the current is improved. Why? Because this term that can be present in denominator, I have highlight this term that can be present in denominator, I have mentioned here denominator. So denominator term decrease, then current is increased. That's why we have put here current. And here VCC equal to VCE, here VCC equal to VCE. So we can get this particular point like that. If this current is improved, then voltage is decreased. Obviously, why? Because supply voltage is constant. Supply voltage is constant. So if VC, IC is increased, then VC is decreased. That's why graph of this particular is steeper compared to DC load line. અહીંયા VC વધી ગયા હશે તો અહીંયા ઈ ઘટી ગયું હશે. શું કામ? તો કે કરંટ વધ્યો એટલે. If current is increased, then voltage must be decreased. Remember that point. If current is increased, current increased here, so voltage here can be decreased. So here we can say that DC load line and AC load line intersect at Q point. It is known as quiescent point. I have highlighted this point. I have highlighted this point. It is known as quiescent point, or we can say simply say it is known as Q point. Q point, intersection of DC load line and AC load line. See this, it is known as again AC load line. It is known as DC load line. I have mentioned it with here with different graph, so you will be able to understand. See this, it is known as DC load line. It is known as DC load line. And here it is known as AC load line. See this. I have mentioned with two different notation, so you have to able to understand an intersection of this point, intersection of DC load line and AC load line. It is known as Q point. It is known as Q point. You have already know that this is the output characteristics of common emitter configuration. So it is the complete explanation of DC load line and AC load line, and difference between DC load line and AC load line also I have mentioned here. So please try to understand this point very carefully. Please try to understand this point very carefully. If you have any particular doubt, then discuss in the YouTube comment, and also I have provided my Gmail ID. For the VVP Engineering College student, you have also the number, my contact number. Freely ask to any type of question. So it is the complete explanation of DC load line and AC load line. Again repeat, in AC load line current is more, in DC load line voltage is more. Now I have compared the both AC load line. It is applied only for AC analysis. It is applied only for DC analysis. Slope is more. See this particular slope. Slope is more compared to DC load line, and slope is less. What is the slope value? Minus 1 upon RC, minus 1 upon RC upon RL. Maximum current also mentioned here. So it is the complete explanation. See this maximum current here in DC load line, VCC by RC. Here minus VCE upon RC parallel RL. So it is the complete explanation of the DC load line and AC load line. So according to syllabus, this topic is completed, which is known as difference between AC load line and DC load line and explanation of this particular thing. Now I have switched over the point. Next point. This is the completion of topic. Next point, which is the most important point according to the MCQ, I have mentioned here topic analysis of common emitter amplifier. Analysis of common emitter amplifier. Analysis of common emitter amplifier. Before starting this particular topic, first of all understand the meaning of model. What is the meaning of model? That I have understand first. Then we have switch over the analysis. What is the meaning of model? Model means what? First of all, understand this topic. Then I have switch over the topic, which is known as analysis of common emitter amplifier. What is the meaning of topic? What is the meaning of model? So that I have removed this particular. What is the meaning of model? I have first of all mentioned here main topic, transistor model. It is nothing but equivalent circuit. It is nothing but equivalent circuit of transistor that can be used to determine voltage gain, that can be used to determine voltage gain, current gain, input resistance, and output resistance of CE amplifier. Output resistance of CE amplifier. Here it is nothing but equivalent circuit of transistor. Means what? Transistor can be represented with the help of equivalent circuit. I have sketched here equivalent circuit. Don't worry regarding that. I have sketched here equivalent circuit. See this particular, I have sketched the symbol of transistor here. I have sketched here the symbol of transistor. I have sketched the symbol of transistor. It can be considered as a emitter. It can be considered as a base. It is known as base. It is known as emitter. It is known as collector. Now see this. Sorry, it is known as emitter. Sorry, forget. It is known as emitter. It is known as collector. It is known as collector. Now, what is the meaning of model? Model means what? Equivalent circuit. Model means what? Equivalent circuit. Model means what? Equivalent circuit. Equivalent circuit. What is the meaning of equivalent circuit? See this base emitter junction. This is known as transistor has two junctions, base emitter junction and collector base junction. This is the fundamental question also that can be related with the MCQ. That can be related with MCQ. Now, what is the meaning of equivalent circuit? See this. This is base terminal. Base terminal and collector terminal can be act as a forward bias condition that can be represented in terms of forward bias. And what is the value of forward bias resistance? What is the value of forward bias resistance? It can be present in terms of ohm. In terms of ohm, value of forward bias resistance that can be included. So here it is known as resistance. Here it is known as emitter. Here we can write here. So transistor can be represented in terms of resistance. Base emitter junction, simply forward bias resistance. Simply forward bias resistance. And what is the notation of this resistance? It is known as RE dash. It is known as RE dash. It is the symbolic representation. It is the symbolic representation. It is the symbolic representation of the resistor. It is the symbolic representation of resistor RE dash. Now collector base junction, it can be represented in terms of current. Collector base junction represent in terms of current. That's why we have sketch. And collector and base junction directly connected through emitter. Collector and base junction directly connected through emitter means what? It is not directly connected, but through emitter is connected. Through emitter is connected, so we can sketch. So we can sketch. So we can sketch here current source with indication of the sign of current. See this current, it is known as IC. It is known as IC current, and this current can be flow like that, and here it is known as collector terminal. I have mentioned here with collector. So it is known as AC equivalent circuit, or we can say transistor model. It is known as transistor model. See this, this is the shape of T-like shape. This is known as T-like shape. So it is known as transistor T model. This is the shape, again repeat, this is the shape like T. See this. This is the shape like T, this and this particular thing. That's why it is known as T model. That's why it is known as T model. So here we can sketch, here this particular thing, it is known as T model. So transistor model means what? Equivalent circuit of transistor that can be used to determine voltage gain, current gain, input resistance and output resistance of the amplifier. So this is known as equivalent circuit. In my PDF, all the circuit that can be present. So don't worry regarding that. So I have discussed the point. Switch over to the PDF. So now see this types of model. Types of model to transistor as an amplifier. At that time, four basic parameter we want to determine. We want to determine four basic parameter. So it is the important concept: input resistance, output resistance, voltage gain, and current gain. So at that time, transistor is required to convert in equivalent circuit, pi model, T model, and using H parameter. So see this particular thing that already have discussed in the white model. Already discussed in the whiteboard. See, this is indicate here base current IB. Base current IB, I have mentioned with all the notation. It is known as base current IB, collector current IC, and RE dash resistor. RE dash resistance means what? Forward bias resistance, nothing else. Whenever base emitter junction present in forward bias, at that time forward bias resistance. See this simply right here, forward bias resistance. Forward bias resistance, simply say that. So here we can say that this particular concept that can be introduced, or transistor can be converted into model. Simply say that transistor can be converted into model. Now from the T model, what is the analysis? What is the analysis of T model? Input resistance, looking from this terminal, see this particular terminal, input resistance VBE divided by IE. Input resistance VBE divided by IE. Why? Because resistance is equal to voltage divided by current. So VBE divided by IB. So VBE એટલે તો કે voltage drop across resistor. It is known as IE RE dash. It is known as IE RE dash. So IE RE dash divided by IB. So IE divided by IB means what? Approximately IC. I have right here IE approximately equal to IC. IE approximately equal to IC. IE approximately equal to IC. So IC divided by IB, it is known as beta. IC divided by IB, it is known as beta. So what is the input resistance of the equivalent circuit of amplifier? Beta RE dash. Please carefully remember that point. Please carefully remember beta RE dash. I have highlighted this that with that particular yellow mark, input resistance beta RE dash. So in pi model, input resistance is beta Re dash. That's why it is basically T model. T model can be converted into pi model. T model that can be converted into pi model. T model that can be converted into pi model. I will discuss in the next page. See this. Base emitter junction can be represented by beta Re dash. Now see this. One model is complete. T model is complete. Now it is known as pi model. It is known as pi model. It is known as pi model. Beta Re dash. Base emitter junction that can be present in forward bias. So beta Re dash. Here collector current. So it is known as pi model. It is known as pi model. Why? Because it can be look like as a symbol of pi. It can be look like as a symbol of pi. That's why it is known as pi model. I have sketched the symbol of pi. I have sketched the symbol of pi here. See this. This is the vertical line. Sorry, this is the horizontal line. This two is vertical line. That's why it is known as pi model. See this very carefully. See this very carefully. Input resistance beta Re dash, and here IC current. So it can be represented in terms of pi model. Now, with the help of pi model, again repeat, what is the use of transistor model? It is used to determine voltage gain, current gain, input resistance, output resistance. Now, with the help of this model, we have to determine the value of voltage gain, current gain using the common emitter amplifier. So now we have switch over the point. Analysis of common emitter amplifier. Analysis of common emitter amplifier, most important in terms of GTU examination. Remember that point. Most important of the GTU examination. Draw the circuit diagram of common emitter amplifier using pi model. Derive voltage gain, current gain, input resistance, and output resistance. Now, see this. This is the entire diagram. See this. This is the entire diagram. It is the entire diagram. Now, with the help of entire diagram, V in, C in, R1, R2, RC, RE, bypass capacitor, output capacitor, coupling capacitor. It is known as voltage divider bias amplifier. First of all, we have sketched the AC equivalent circuit. What is the first step to determine the voltage gain, current gain? To sketch the AC equivalent circuit. And for the AC equivalent circuit, make VCC equal to 0 volt. Make VCC equal to 0 volt. So if you can put VCC equal to 0, see this, if we can put here VCC equal to 0, if we can put here VCC equal to 0, here 0 volt, also I have write here 0 volt, and also here we can write 0 volt. So these 300 volt, that can be considered as a parallel connection. Here RE resistor is not included. RE resistor is not included. By why? Because in AC analysis only pass the current from capacitor. AC current can be passed through the capacitor. Resistor cannot be included. So resistor is not included in the AC analysis. Resistor is not included in the AC analysis. So RC can be converted into RL due to 0 voltage. Again repeat, due to 0 voltage, here 0 volt, here 0 volt, here 0 volt, and here also 0 volt. And due to 0 voltage, RC can be considered parallel with RL. RC can be considered as a parallel with RL. So RC parallel RL, RC parallel RL, RC parallel RL. See this parallel combination of RC RL. R1 R2 is also parallel condition because upper side and lower side can be considered as a 0 volt. So here R1 R2 also parallel, RC RL also parallel. I have also mentioned here. See this 0 volt. Here it is known as 0 volt. VCC equal to 0 for AC analysis. And here also 0 volt. Here also 0 volt. So R1, R2 can be considered as a parallel connection. So R1, R2 can be considered as a parallel connection. So R1, R2, RC, RL. Now transistor can be represented in terms of beta model. Transistor can be converted into beta model. Why I have converted this? Because we want to determine voltage gain, current gain. So here transistor symbol, I have sketched this symbol here. I have sketched here the symbol of transistor. Here base terminal, here base terminal, here it is known as emitter terminal, here it is known as collector terminal. Now this can be represented in terms of resistance. Why we have sketched resistor? Already discussed in the derivation. See this is resistor. And what is the value of this resistor? Beta Re dash. What is the value of resistor? Beta Re dash. And here we can sketch like that. And here we can sketch current source. Here we can sketch current source like that. And we have connect this. So it is known as base terminal. It is known as emitter terminal. It can be connected with ground. And here it is known as collector terminal. So it is known as pi model. Now with the help of this model, I have derived the voltage gain, current gain, input resistance and output resistance. See this voltage gain from pi model. V in equal to input voltage applied across transistor, beta equal to current gain, Re equal to forward bias resistance. Forward bias resistance, it is very low. Now what is the meaning of input voltage? V in means what? I simply current multiplied by resistance. V equal to IR. I have simplified text here. V equal to IR. We can see, just use formula V equal to IR. I means base current, R means beta Re dash. Now, so beta Re dash into IR. Similar, we can apply the equation here. Here at output side, but here output side negative sign can be present. Why negative sign? That I will explain in this particular figure. What is the current source? It is known as IC. And what is the equation of IC? IC equal to beta time IB. See this current flow notation. Current can be flow like that. See this, current can be flow like that. Now see, through resistor, through RC parallel RL, if you can measure from the terminal here, if you can measure from the terminal like positive and negative, see this is positive, see this is negative. So with respect to this terminal, with respect to this terminal, with respect to this terminal, direction of current is opposite. Direction of current is opposite. So it is known as minus. That's why minus sign include. Direction of current is opposite. If you can measure the voltage across the resistor like that, then current can be flow like that. See this by video expression. Current can be flow like that, and voltage can be measured here. So direction of current is this. Direction of voltage is this. It can be opposite. So minus sign present here. Current flow from lower terminal to upper. So minus IC bracket ma RC parallel RL. Now we can obtain the ratio of equation 2 and 1. So minus IC, RC parallel RL, and IB into beta RE dash. So IC divided by IB is equal to beta. IC divided by IB is equal to beta. Beta can be cancelled. So voltage gain equation minus RC parallel RL divided by beta RE divided by RE dash. Divided by RE dash. And output voltage, negative sign indicates. See this. See this. Negative sign indicate output voltage phase shift with respect to 180 degree to the input voltage. Output voltage is 180 degree phase shift with respect to input voltage. So it is the entire analysis of common emitter amplifier for only in terms of voltage gain. Now see this. What is the value of RE dash? What is the value of RE dash? RE dash indicate the forward bias resistance. RE dash indicate the forward bias resistance. Forward bias resistance means what? Voltage divided by current. See this RE dash resistance present between base and emitter. That's why thermal voltage divided by IEQ, 25 millivolt divided by IEQ, it is known as forward bias resistance. Then RC, RE dash, RC parallel RL, that can be denoted by small rc. So small rc equal to RC parallel RL. So it is the complete explanation of voltage gain. Now input resistance. Now input resistance. Input resistance means what? Looking the resistance from input side. Looking the resistance of input side. So it is considered as a input resistance. Looking the resistance from input side. So it is considered as a input resistance. Input resistance is resistance measured between the input of the amplifier. It is denoted by Ri. Now Ri means what? Measured between base and ground. See this, measured between base and ground. I have mentioned here the figure also. I have mentioned here the figure also. So this, see this figure very carefully. See this very carefully figure. I have mentioned here if input is input resistance. So looking from input side. So input side we have obtained the three resistance that can be considered in the parallel. See this particular. See this. R1 parallel R2 parallel beta RE dash. So it is the equation of the input resistance, nothing else. It is the equation of the input resistance, nothing else. Looking from this terminal input side, looking from input side, I have also mentioned here. See this. Looking from input side, R1 parallel R2 parallel beta RE dash, it is the equation of input resistance. So it is the clear explanation regarding the input resistance. Now we want to determine the output resistance. Now we want to determine, see this is the completion of input resistance. Now we want to determine output resistance. If you want to measure output, at that time we can short the input voltage. તમારે આઉટપુટ જોતું હોય તો ઇનપુટને શોર્ટ કરવું પડે. If you want to measure the output voltage, at that time make input voltage equal to short circuit. So make input voltage equal to short circuit. Make input voltage equal to short circuit. I have mentioned with here, mention it here with circle. See this. So R1 parallel R2, that cannot be considered. Only current can be flow like that here. Current can be flow in this particular portion. So RC parallel RL, it is the final equation of output resistance. V in equal to 0. So IB equal to 0. IB equal to 0, then IC equal to 0. See this very carefully. See this, I have highlighted this point. So we will be able to understand, if V in equal to 0, then IB equal to 0. If IB equal to 0, then IC equal to 0. So RC parallel RL, it is the final equation. RC parallel RL, it is the final equation of output resistance. So it is the complete analysis of common emitter amplifier. It is the complete analysis of common emitter amplifier. And what is the advantage of common emitter amplifier? That I have also mentioned here. What is the advantage of common emitter amplifier? That I have also mentioned here. H parameter is not important. I will explain in the lecture. Don't worry for that. Next lecture. But it is not as such important. What is the advantage of common emitter amplifier? What is the advantage of common emitter amplifier? It improves the voltage gain, current gain. It improves the voltage gain, current gain. See this. This is the advantage. Input signal is applied to the base and amplified output is obtained as collector. Voltage gain is high, current gain is high, input resistance is moderate high, output resistance is low, and there is 180-degree phase shift. There is 180-degree phase shift between input and output. So it is the advantage of common emitter amplifier. So I have discussed here the features of common emitter amplifier. Be carefully prepared this feature for the MCQ. It is very, very useful. It is the very, very useful regarding the entire analysis of common emitter amplifier. So in this particular lecture, we have discussed the following points. We have discussed the following point related to lecture. We have discussed the following point. See, this is content of lecture number 3. First of all, understand DC load line. Understand DC versus AC load line. Understand DC versus AC load line. Next, understand analysis of common emitter amplifier. Analysis and feature of common emitter amplifier. So this is the content of lecture number 3 that I have discussed in the entire class. And also discuss fundamental concept of lecture number 2. So it is my lecture number 3. Please carefully prepare this lecture number 3. In next lecture, we have discussed the common collector amplifier and common base amplifier analysis, and after that we have comparison regarding the common base, common emitter, and common collector amplifier. So this entire unit number 4 can be converted into 4 lecture. Entire unit number 4 that can be converted into 4 lecture. If you have any particular doubt, then discuss with me in regarding to any social media. Thank you very much. I have taken the total 4 lecture related to basic electronics, related to chapter 4. So thank you very much. Related to that, we will meet in the next lecture.